We asked AI, where is U.S. politics headed? The future of America. The U.S. political system is more divided than ever. Partisanship, economic concerns, and distrust in government are at an all-time high. But where is it all heading? We asked AI to analyze the current state of U.S. politics and predict what could happen next. The results might surprise you. Section 1. How AI analyzes political trends. AI doesn't have bias, it looks at historical patterns, data, and emerging trends. AI identifies key warning signs from past civilizations and compares them to today's U.S. political climate. AI considers economic, social, and technological factors that shape government stability. Let's see what AI predicts about the future of the U.S. government. Section 2. The current state of U.S. politics, AI's perspective. We asked AI, what are the biggest challenges facing the U.S. government today? Here's what it found. 1. Political polarization. The U.S. is experiencing historically high division between parties and voters. AI compares this to other declining empires, where political extremes led to gridlock and inefficiency. If this trend continues, governing effectively could become harder. 2. Economic uncertainty and rising debt. AI highlights rising national debt, inflation, and declining trust in financial systems as long-term risks. Could economic instability lead to government policy shifts or even a restructuring of the economy? 3. Trust in government is declining. Polls show that trust in politicians and institutions is at historic lows. AI warns that nations with declining trust often see shifts toward populism, government reform, or major policy overhauls. 4. Technological disruption and AI regulation. AI predicts that future elections will be shaped by AI-generated content, misinformation, and social media influence. Governments may struggle to regulate AI fast enough, leading to new laws and possible restrictions. Section 3. Where is the U.S. government headed? AI's predictions. We asked AI, what are the most likely political outcomes for the U.S. over the next 10 to 20 years? Scenario 1. Increased government reform, best case scenario. The U.S. adjusts laws and policies to address voter concerns. AI suggests that new political parties could emerge if dissatisfaction grows. Some historical patterns suggest constitutional amendments or major election reforms could happen. Scenario 2. A shift in global influence, moderate scenario. AI predicts that economic shifts and global trade changes could lead to new foreign policy strategies. If the economy weakens, domestic policies may focus more on nationalism and protectionism. The U.S. may lose some influence as global powers shift towards China, India, and emerging markets. Scenario 3. More political division and possible instability, worst case scenario. If partisanship continues increasing, gridlock in government could worsen. AI compares this trend to falling historical empires, where internal conflict weakened stability. In extreme cases, political division has led to civil unrest, economic decline, or leadership crises. Section 4. What happens if the U.S. stays on its current course? If nothing changes, AI predicts several long-term consequences. 1. Economic decline and rising debt crisis. If the U.S. continues increasing its national debt without sustainable growth, AI warns of a financial tipping point. Historical patterns show that nations with extreme debt-to-GDP ratios eventually face currency devaluation, market crashes, or economic stagnation. AI suggests the U.S. could experience inflation surges, dollar instability, or a shift in global trade dominance. 2. Increased political tensions and social unrest. AI identifies that deepening political divisions could lead to mass protests, legal battles, or even shifts in state-federal relations. AI compares this scenario to the late-stage Roman Republic, where infighting, corruption, and economic inequality weakened the government. If polarization worsens, the U.S. could enter a long period of instability, with slower economic growth and legislative deadlock. 3. Technology outpacing government control. AI predicts that rapid AI and automation adoption will challenge current laws, tax policies, and employment systems. The U.S. may struggle to regulate AI and deep fakes, leading to more political misinformation and voter manipulation. Automation replacing jobs could cause widening economic gaps, forcing the government to consider universal basic income, UBI, or new tax structures. 4. Possible global power shifts. AI warns that if U.S. internal conflicts continue, the country may lose its position as the leading global superpower. Emerging economies like China and India could outpace the U.S. in GDP, trade dominance, and technological advancements over the next 20 to 30 years. AI compares this to the decline of the British Empire, which lost global influence due to debt, political shifts, and economic stagnation. Section 5. How can the U.S. avoid a worst-case scenario? AI suggests that government adaptability through reform, economic strategies, and stronger institutions could help stabilize U.S. politics. A focus on bipartisan cooperation and technological regulation will be crucial in the coming years. AI predicts that governments that embrace change thrive, while those that resist struggle. Potential solutions AI suggests: debt reduction strategies, balanced budgets, sustainable economic policies. Political reforms, election system improvements, bipartisan problem solving. AI and tech regulation, better safeguards against misinformation and automation impact. Improved public trust, more transparency, accountability in governance. What do you think? Is the U.S. heading for reform, decline, or something entirely new? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss. If you found this breakdown interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more AI-driven insights.